Congratulations on your purchase of the highest quality pre-drilled and primed corner accents and accent spacers on the market. Constructed out of solid Douglas fir, they're built to last. Best of all, installation is simple. Before getting started, refer to the enclosed list of tools and supplies and gather them near the area where you're going to begin the corner accent installation. Once you've done that, you're ready to go. Tools required: safety glasses, level, fence level, drill, drill bits, masonry and wood, Phillips screwdriver, saw, tape measure, hammer, square, caulking gun. Optional, table saw. For option 2 only, see instructions. Supplies needed: liquid nails or equivalent adhesive, caulking, HPOF high-performance outdoor fasteners, number 9 or number 10 of appropriate length for your stucco, and number 8 by 1 5/8 unless installed in block or brick, then use appropriate fasteners. Paint, scrap of hardwood. Measure your house corners where you are installing your accents and make sure that you have at least 11.5 inches in each direction from that corner, free of any rain downspout, etc. If so, reroute these things. Measure up from the corner of your home or building where you want to install your corner accents, starting either at the drip rail edge or above any possible water lines. Measure up to where you want your accents and accent spacers to end and mark both spots. End caps fit over the ends of the true edge and are not counted in this measurement. Mark and cut your true edge 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch shorter than the total measurement of the number of both accents and accent spacers that you will use. This will allow enough play for leveling adjustment of the two end pieces on your column. Calculate how many accents and accent spacers will be required for this measurement. For eave clearance, etc., place a corner accent or accent spacer, depending on which you will end with, at your upper finish line to see if there is sufficient clearance. If not, adjust as required by shortening true edge. Note that end caps are used on both your first and last column pieces. The end caps will add 3/4 of an inch to each end. Remember to take this into account on your overall height. If this is crucial, cut your true edge column down by 3/4 of an inch to 1.5 inches as necessary. Accent design and versatility. Your corner accents have been designed so that 7 accents plus 7 accent spacers plus 2 end caps will equal approximately 8 feet. However, they also have the versatility of being installed on most any length. For example, let's say your actual measurement is 7.5 feet or 90 inches. There are 2 ways to approach this. Option 1. Use 6 corner accents with 6 accent spacers and 2 end caps. This should leave you approximately 8.25 inches short. Simply divide the 8.25 inches in half, which is 4.1/8 inches. Make your mark on both top and bottom 4.1/8 inches up from where you normally would have started, cut your true edge to required length, and begin. Option 2. Using a table saw, cut down the height of the spacers used to adjust your overall height and spacing, placing the corner accents closer together and using a 7th accent. For taller or 2-story applications, more than one true edge can be butted together. Using appropriate fasteners, install your cut-to-length true edge column by first aligning it with the placement marks. Start in the middle of true edge and install fasteners. Using a fence post level, make sure the top of your column is level before installing and tightening top screw anchors. Repeat this on the bottom of column and finish by installing fasteners in the remainder of pre-drilled holes. Now check true edge column at each fastener location for an accurate 90-degree angle using a square. Tighten or slightly loosen fasteners as needed to adjust for this angle. If you miss the wood corner 2x4s, you may drill another location on your true edge, taking care not to drill a screw hole where either a corner accent or accent spacer will fasten. If stucco, use masonry drill to pre-drill through stucco, then a wood drill to drill pilot holes in wood. Next, install correct length HPOF to anchor column. On stucco, screws should go through both column and stucco and then penetrate the wood by 1 1/4 inches to 1 1/2 inches. When installing on masonry or brick homes or buildings, use appropriate fasteners. Installing accents. Whether you choose Style 1 or Style 2, use the same installation method. Starting from the bottom, first install the end cap on the first accent by aligning both inside edges flush with each other. Then drill 4 holes using a number 37 drill bit. Fasten with 4 1-inch screws provided. Next, install 4 dowels in the pre-drilled and countersunk holes. Use a scrap of hardwood slightly larger than the dowel. Tap lightly with a hammer to act as a buffer to avoid marking your accents or installing your dowels deeper than flush. Apply a small bead of liquid nails or equivalent adhesive to the inside edges of both accents and accent spacers where they will contact true edge before assembly. Place accent with end cap installed on bottom of column with the end cap butting up to the bottom of the column. Then drop it down just enough to allow for leveling adjustment, using approximately 1/16 of an inch. Next, partially install one number 8 by 1 5/8 inches HPOF screw in one of the upper pre-drilled and countersunk holes. Next, place a level on top of the accent and level it. Install 3 remaining 1 5/8 inches HPOF screws in the pre-drilled and countersunk holes and tighten all 4 of them. Now, place an accent spacer on top of the accent while holding it in proper position, check for both level and leading edge adjustment, and fasten it using 2 number 8 by 1 5/8 inches HPOF screws. You can adjust the accent spacer's leading edge the same way as with the accents. You can slightly tighten or loosen each screw accordingly for required leading edge adjustment of each accent. Continue this process until done, repeating the end cap installation on the top or last piece you install, the same as you did on the bottom of the first accent. We pre-painted both the corner accents and accent spacers to avoid masking. Notice we covered the countersunk holes with a piece of masking tape to avoid getting any paint in these holes, as it would cause the wood to split when installing dowel plugs. Corner accents and accent spacers can be trimmed as necessary to fit around existing fascia boards, etc. Remember to be consistent with your pattern on all corners. You can go small to large, large to small, or skip the spacers and go with accents next to each other. Tap in remaining dowels using the same process described in Step 4. Using a good grade of paintable caulking, caulk around the edges of accents and spacers. Depending on the size of gaps, this may need to be done in more than a single application. Lightly fill and sand corner accents and spacers if necessary before painting with an appropriate paint. So there it is, a beautiful and easy to install cornerstone accent for your house, apartment, commercial retail, or industrial building. We can also make custom designs and sizes. Make sure you watch for our upcoming new products to add both beauty and value to your home.